I'm here with David Marsh of the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. And David, today we're just talking to some of the previous Aspire winners. And remind us, first of all, what you won for. It was social accountability?
Yes, right. We won the Aspire to Excellence Award for Social Accountability in 2013.
And what was the impetus behind the submission that ultimately got you the award?
Well, NOSM is a fairly new medical school, only 10 years old, and we were created from the beginning with an explicit social accountability mandate. So for us, it was an opportunity to reflect on what we're doing to meet our social accountability mandate and get feedback from an international review panel about some of our strengths and opportunities to do things better.
And as you look at the last 10 years and as you look at the time up until the award, you built up the program and built the ethos of the organization. How's it been since you won the award?
Well, it's been a very exciting time at NOSM, a very dynamic, changing organization because of its young age and because of the expectation of people in the communities across the region that we serve, that we meet their needs. Winning the award gave us an opportunity internally and with our communities to sort of reflect on what had been achieved up to that point. I think people were very, in some cases, surprised, but also pleased to have our level of achievement recognized internationally. Social accountability by its nature is an aspirational goal. So we spend a lot of our time focused on the things that we need to continue to do better. We don't often stop and look back and recognize what we've done well, where we have made achievements. So winning the award was a chance to reflect on our achievements and to have that achievement recognized in an international context.
And when you got back and you had the award, how were the faculty, how did they respond to it?
It was a mixed response. Many people were proud. Some people were curious about what this award was. At the time, it was the first batch of awards having been given out, so people weren't familiar with the Aspire Awards, although of course they recognized Amy. Some people immediately said, well, you might have won the award, but there still are these other things that we've been talking about for the last 6 months that you haven't done. But generally, I would say it was a sense of accomplishment and pride in the achievements to that point.
And what words of wisdom would you share with other universities, other organizations that might be thinking about applying for any of the Aspire Awards?
I think applying for any of the Aspire Awards is a real opportunity to reflect, to engage a broad group of people within your organization about how you're doing things, how you measure what you're doing, and how you consider the impact of what you're doing. Impact is particularly important in the social accountability category because that's one of the key elements of the definition of social accountability, that we have activities that have an impact on the community that we serve. But I think in any of the Aspire categories, whether it's student engagement or faculty development or assessment, making sure that the efforts that have been made in those areas are evidence-based, are relevant to the people in the institution, but can be measured on an international standard.
And did you find value in the process of even completing the application as sort of an internal reflection?
I think that was the most valuable part of the whole process, was looking at the application, thinking about what we do, trying to make sure that we could articulate what we do in an intelligent, simple way that would fit into the application form and the categories. So it was a challenge within the organization to gather people around the application and articulate what we do well.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from some of the other people that we've talked to, is that one of the opportunities was really getting people together who don't ordinarily get together with a common goal and task. And it was nice to have an external reason to do that internal reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to add about the power of the Aspire Awards or the impact on you or your organization?
I think we've captured it. Probably the importance of the Aspire Awards is not as an achievement like a gold medal in the Olympics where you've achieved something that arrived at a destination. I would say the power of the Aspire Awards is in helping us all to reflect on a journey and to recognize that we've reached a certain point in that journey, but we continue to have areas of growth and opportunities to develop.
Yeah, somebody I was speaking with earlier, it sort of seemed like an evolution of excellence rather than an end point of excellence. And I thought that summed it up kind of nicely.
Yeah, I think the name is well chosen, aspiring to excellence.
Right. Well, thank you, David.
Thank you.